Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome here to Ghantoot Racing and Polo Club on the Sultan bin Zayed field for our first of our two semi-finals in His Highness, the President of the UAE Polo Cup 2021. 22 rather even. A lovely day out here this afternoon. As you can see, fortunately, there is a bit of a breeze which just keeps the edge off that 30 degrees. 0% chance of rain. And the first match here today is between Dubai Wolves by Kafu and Bin Drai. First of all, we'll go to Dubai Wolves, and we have playing at number 1 is Habtor Halabtor, who should be starting off on Teresa. Charles Cooney, who should be starting off on Medinera. Number 3 will be Toli Ujoa on Vispa. And we have Alfredo Capella at number 4 on Raveletti. They'll be playing in their red shirts this afternoon. And for Bin Drai, playing at number 1 is Mohammed Bin Drai, who'll be starting off on Elegida. Number 2 will be Pablo Urquiza, who will be on Cumbia. Number 3, Tommy Pinello, who will be starting off on Santo. And at the back door, Rauli Lapracette, who will be starting off on the Ifin. Umpires out there on the field are Peter Wright and Tim Bowen, with the third man being Santiago Torgata. Have a horse list. I have an order. I've been mentioning the names. Unfortunately, they do have a habit of changing them as we get the two teams coming together. A little bit of argy-bargy at the back of the line out there. Try to assert their authority on it, and there it is, the ball into play. Ujoa looks to come away with this one here. Does so. Takes the man. Couldn't pick it up on the near side. Leaves it there for Capella. Capella gets his play nearly stolen by Mohammed, but Mohammed just clears off out, realising he could be in a little bit of dangerous territory. Gets sent up here now for Ujoa. Gets flicked away there by Pernello for Urquiza. Urquiza comes up onto the play here now. Urquiza checks up on the play, goes to try and get that one under the net, because he does. It just bounces up off the boards, but falls fortuitously there for Rauli. Rauli gets half hooked off out of it, couldn't come into it. Pushed into the play there is Pernello by Capella, and Capella takes control of the play here now, just looking for White to yield off out of it so he can make a play onto this one here. The pony kicks it, it's still red play. Red to come up with this one here now, and the former Capella puts that one straight up over the top here now, up there for Habtor, but Urquiza's back onto that first, opens up the backhand, intercepted well there by Rauli Lapracette, misses the pony, comes with the backhand here now, sends it out towards the boards once more, looking for Urquiza, but first onto it there is Capella. Capella makes a turn, turns back inside, away there from Urquiza. Pernello goes back further in defence, goes up past Mohammed Bin Drai on that one there, goes with a long shot, round shot, and sends that one in, but it looks like that was just slightly deflected off the pony, and through the goals it goes for for Wolves by Kafu. And just see here on the replay, Capella taking control of the play and drives that one through to open up the account here now for Wolves by Kafu. So back to the middle of the field it is. 1 goal it is to Habtor. 2. Wolves by Kafu. Keep thinking it was called the Habtor Wolves at one point, but never mind. There we go. So the ball's back into play, comes away with it. Is Pernello. Pernello comes up forward. Looks like Alfredo's trying to get on touch with him there. Goes one way, goes the other way, gets away from the players there. Gets up past Cooney on this one here. Swoops this one under the net towards the goal it is. Looking for the guys to clear the way. Capella reaches out for that one there. We just get a meet on the play there by Tolly, and we get a whistle on the play. And we see here from the back line an absolutely fantastic replay there from Polo line as Tommy comes forward. Round the front there comes Tolly. Think he's going to get away with that one there. It's almost a given goal, but if he got away with it, he could have put it into attack. But we had a penalty, and the ball's been placed down and put through the goals. So 1 goal all it is here in Chaka number 1. So the ball's been placed down here now in favour of Bin Drai, with a penalty one having been given to Bin Drai. Being teed up there by Rauli Lapracette. Rauli having here As I said, on DFN, one of the new horses he brought over the season, Santo, who Tommy's on, also one of the new ones this season, and Elegida, who Mohammed's on, also one of the new ones this season. Brought 7 horses over, ball back in play, driven up there, didn't get as far as he would have liked to have done so, but it's collected up and picked up and cleaned up once again by Tommy. Tommy reached out a long way, avoiding the hook flare from Dolly. He's out there on Santos, going towards the goal, and through the goal it is. A great goal there by Tommy Pinello, tidying up the mess and taking it, running that ball through. You see here he gets on the viewers from Polo line, he avoids the hooking play and puts it away. So 2 goals it is to Drai, 1 towards by Cafu. So the ball gets bowled into play. Coming with it here now, Rowley once again controlling these line-outs well. Rowley goes up away there from Charles. Cooney tries to spoil his play. In comes Alfie, tries to get a bit of it, but away with it. Here comes Pinello here now. Pinello meaning business, drives this one out the front door, looking for Okiza. Okiza got pushed off out of it, but he managed to get the better of the ride off here, and Okiza just flicks this one in towards the goal, but it just goes wide. The pressure was good there. Major, and he couldn't get on top of it. It looks like a bunch of Wolves are leaving the field to change ponies, as is a couple of Drai players. It's looking a bit lonely out there on the field, and the ball's placed down here now for Alfredo Capella to bring back into play. He does so. Goes under the neck with that one. That doesn't get quite as much on. He would like to have done so. He's onside, so Pinello says thank you very much indeed and flicks this one up here now for Okiza. Okiza going goal bound here. Okiza. Through the goal it is. 3 goals it is now to Drai. See on the replay there that the backhand came beautifully there by Pinello. He was certainly onside at that point in time. The ball gets flicked up forward, there's no doubt, and Okiza finishes it off beautifully there for Drai. So the ball back into play it is. Back of the line now. Coming off with here now is Dolly. Dolly, he's got, comes inside of Pinello. Keeps this ball moving forward. Gets a flick, wristy shot away there, out towards the side there, using Habtoor here now, who's unmarked. Habtoor looking to get this one, looking to get another one on the ball. Pinello's coming back to put the pressure on him. Goes with the cut backhand, but he gets hooked off out of the play and out over the back line it goes. So on the back line it is here now for Rowley Laprasette to bring into play. Rowley taps this one up forward, opts to go himself on this one here. There's too much tittle-tattle going on between the boys on the other side, keeping them napping, and off he goes here, does Rowley Laprasette on Delphine. Sends a beautiful centering shot up the guts of the field there for Okiza once again. Okiza goes with a one-time shot. He should have taken it easy, but he's drifted it wide. Wide it goes. He had acres of space, but he still goes with the glory shot, and wide it went. So on the back line, the ball is being brought in by Alfredo Capella. Alfie taps it one way. In comes Okiza to put the pressure on him here now. Want to turn that into attack. It's passed up beautifully there for Cooney. He gets ridden off out of it by the strong Laprasette. Coming onto this one here now is going to be Pinello with Dolly. Turns one way, comes the other way, the pony flicks it, just have to clear off out of that one there. Give him off to how he got that ball away underneath behind the pony there up for Rowley, but he did, and there it is. He takes it away there from Cooney, puts inside, but coming up onto it here now is the backhand. Backhand, tries to flick it up on the near side, does Rowley, and we get a whistle on that play. A little bit unsighted here from the view that I have, but let's see what we can see on the replay here now. You see Rowley going up with it for Cooney coming in to put the attack on him. You've also got Alfie in the mix there too, reaches round, tries to go over the backhand. I think it probably went, the ball was put a little bit to the right-hand side by Rowley, putting Cooney in a position where he was unable to make a play, and the umpires deeming that we will have a penalty here now for Drai. 1:30 on the clock it is, so that's a minute before the first 2 to goes. In comes Pinello. Pinello comes up onto this one, drives it through. A nice stable walk it is for Pinello. 4 goals it is to Drai on a route here in Chukka number 1. So back to the middle it is here now. The Wolves still sleeping in their den. Need to get Things pulled out and in the line out, off the back of the line out, here it comes. Pinello gets a bit of a nudge and a bump there from Pinello. He's over the top of that one there on this occasion here. First onto here, looks like it is going to be Rowley, but as he does, he comes across the front of Habtoor, and we get a whistle on that one there. Thought he was clear, thought he was wide. He might not have a peak on his hat, but he certainly didn't have his wing mirrors out, having a quick look first. So the ball's placed down for a spot penalty in favour of the Wolves. And Alfredo Capella, Alfie, taps it. Brings it forward. Looks to see what the options are. Sends it out there for Tolly. Ujoa. Carlos Ujoa on the play here now. Goes away with this one here now. He's got to get up past Rowley. No, he gets blocked in it, but in comes Alfredo to clear it up here. Going back with him there is Urquiza to help him out. Of course, it's Dolly. Dolly takes it off the back here now. Oh, will Alfredo keep it? Keep it. He does. Sends Ujoa forward once again. Just yields off it there. Does Ujoa, and he drills that one up forward up the front door, but Rowley turns and on the meat. He picks that one up nicely. Cooney gets a bit of that. We get the first two to goes and a whistle on the play. So that there, ladies and gentlemen, will end Chukker number 1 with a score being 4 goals to Drai, 1 to Wolves by Cafu. So we'll now go to the adverts. So welcome back here now, ladies and gentlemen. This is Chukker number 2 of this 5 Chukker 18-goal match. The last of the 18-goal tournaments here in the United Arab Emirates. For 2022s, we're going to 20 goals next year for the Gold Cup Series. We see the last play here now on the replay for our Polo Line viewers. And we can see Rowley gets that one on the meat. The ball gets sent forward. Rowley looking for something out of that one there, but I got a sneaky feeling the umpires might have gone to the third man, and the decision being that he showed too much of it to him and he's able to get onto that play. So the two teams will be lining up here now for a throw-in from the inside out. Jim Bowen just waiting for two teams just to settle a bit. The ball gets bowled into play it is. Off the back of the line out comes Pinello. He gets a bump there by Alfie as he's reaching it for the near side, and let's see what they decipher out of this one here. You can see for the front line viewers, Alfie comes into line out, ball gets bowled into play, on comes Pinello. Gets a bit of a bump and a shove on it there, and they're both looking for that basically on the near side, but we decided it's going to be a penalty here now in favour of Drai. And they bring this ball forward out here in the form of Rowley. Rowley goes to the big driving shot here now, sends that one out the field, up here on Belanta, sends it up for Pinello, who is on Belala. Backhand comes in, but it's collected nicely there by Rowley Laprasette. Rowley, being pursued by Habtoor, makes a turning play, flicks that one away, great timing just there to meet Alfie. Alfie gets the hook in, Alfie gets met there by Tommy, but Alfie comes away with this time. He reaches back a long way, does Alfredo Capella on Rosera, and he takes his ball forward underneath the neck. He goes with that one there, sending a shot up the front there for Cooney. Cooney, as he got the legs a little bit past the goal, can he get the cut backhand? You see Pinello's just waiting for that one there. The backhand comes in, it's going goal with bound, but who's first onto it? Rowley, and Pinello nearly have a ding-dong collision, but the ball ends up going out over the back line. Did it come off a pony or did it come off the stick? Let us see. You can see on the replay, Cooney comes in, makes the backhand, couldn't get it, could Tommy, but in comes quick as ever that man, Rowley Laplacette, to clear it up. And it looks like that ball has gone over the back line, off a defender, and we have our first corner, our first penalty 6, in favour of Wolves by Cafu. Circling round up onto this one here now is Alfredo Capella. Alfie up to it here now on Lucera. Drives it head height, it's going towards goal, but it looks like it's drifted to the right. Pushed it across the face of goal. So the score remains the same, 4-1, and the ball on the back line for Rowley Laplacette to bring into play once more. Rowley goes one way, drives out the middle of the field for the unmarked Pinella. You can't leave this man alone. What are they thinking? Evidently not too much, and it gets driven up on the one-time play. Beautifully there for Mohammed. Mohammed bin Drai on it here now. Lovely approach shot there by Mohammed. He slipped his man. He's coming back onto it now. Habtoor tries to get in. Enough pressure, and it gets drilled in towards the goal by Urquiza. Flagman says goal.
Number 2.
So there it is, ladies and gentlemen. 5 goals it is to bin Drai. 1 goal to Wolves. Here we go, old Pauli on Tramposo. Another one brought in this season by Rowley. It's in the line out, back of the line out it comes. Looking for it there is Capella. Cleans up the mess, goes out towards the side, makes a bit of space. Going with him, of course, is Pinello. Dribbles this one forward. This time goes to the driving shot, sends this one at the front door here now, trying to get that one through the traffic. Rowley tries to meet it on the meet here, but he doesn't pick that one up. Urquiza goes back, dummies the backhand, makes a turn, and as he does, anticipating that one there was Tolly, and he got it. And we get that whistle on the play. Just anticipating he was going to turn it, thinking he was going to make the dummy. Read him well, like an open book did Tolly Ujar. And so we have a penalty here now, a penalty 3. A 40-yard penalty in favour of Wolves by Cafu. Being teed up there by Alfredo. So players called. Alfredo. Coming round onto this one here now. Bin Drai looking to stop this play. Goes with it, it's low. Rowley couldn't pick that one up, and through the goal it is for goal number 2 on the board there for the Wolves. 2 goals it is for Wolves by Cafu, 5 by Bin Drai. Look, you can see on the replay there. From behind the goals. Nicely struck there by Alfie. Gave him a bit of a tease to be able to try and stop it, but it was just too quick, too hard, and the 2 teams back to the middle of the field once again. The ball's back into play, off the line, out it comes. Habtoor picks this up on the near side here now. Habtoor gets told to leave it. It is Tolly, makes a turn, sends it up the middle here now for Alfredo. Alfie tries to get onto that one there, but I didn't quite see that play. Maybe a little bit of a Rowley Laplacette, sneaky little number on that one there. We might be able to see on the replay here now. Goes forward, comes in. Looks like we have another penalty at the other end of the field here now in favour of Wolves by Cafu from the 30-yard line though this time for Alfredo Capella to close that gap once more. So a quick change of pony for a couple of players. Looks like Mohamed's onto Argentina. He goes with the driving shot. It's in the air. It's straight over the top and into the scoreboard. It is for Alfredo Capella, and goal number 3 for the Wolves by Cafu. 3 goals to 5 it is here now. Drai came out with a hiss and a roar in that first chucker and got the jump on Wolves. But now we're back to the middle of the field, and 2 goals to margin it is now. In it comes, out for Ujar. Goes with the driving shot, puts that one out towards the side. Will he be able to get across to that one in time? No, it looks like first onto this one here. Looks to pick it up there on the near side. As Habtor says it's clean. The umpires goes forward. Rowley just flicks it away. Teasing, stinging that ball away. Ujar tries to back it off, but it's Pinello comes in. We get a whistle on the play. Pinello looking for it. Cooney looking for it. Was there advantage being played from Pinello's play? But in we go. We go the near side play on the replay for Habtor. Plucked away from him there by Rowley. Back into the bit of a melee, and the ball's being dropped down here now for a penalty in favour of Drai. For Rowley Laplacette. Joe and Okiza having their own little game up the front of the field here now. A little bit of a squawk and a call coming out there from Alfredo. Just to distract the attention of the umpires more than anything else. There it is, the ball gets sent in up the middle here now. They're trying to get onto that one there. Here's Alfredo, avoids the hook from Pinello. Alfredo going up here forward, but in comes Mohamed. Mohamed trying to get the hook in as well, does so, gets enough of it. Slipping onto the line there was Pinello, but he's over the top of it. Okiza tries to unload that one, gets it the second time round. Looks to come under the neck here now, does so, drags it, straightens himself up towards the goal here now. Does Carlos Okiza. Okiza, come forward. Carlos Okiza rather, coming forward through the traffic, and it looks like it just got blocked in his way. Impeded in his right of way towards the ball. And a little word being said now between the two of them, saying he's being a little bit dangerous, just be careful there. Dolly fearing for his life momentarily. And the ball's been dropped down here now for a penalty in favour of Wolves by Cafu. Umpire's just telling the boys to keep a lid on it. Jojo comes up to this one there and puts it away through the goals for goal number 4 for Wolves by Cafu. But it's still 5 goals to Drai, being very quiet on the scoreboard here this chucker so far. And we're just over halfway through it. Maybe we're going to go chucker by chucker, but certainly a very strong chucker here now for Wolves by Cafu. The 2 teams line up on the far side of the field on this, the Sultan bin Said field. Formerly the number 1 field, comes up forward on it now, tries to get onto it. Does Tommy, gets hooked off out of it. You show there with Okiza. It's now left for Rowley. Rowley Laplacette comes away with it here now. You see how he always waits patiently and lets things just unfold in front of him, and they do so. But this time he's over the top of the ball and lost sight of it as Ujoa comes in, plays the backhand, looking to send it up here now for Alfie. Alfie gets hooked off out of it. Akiza's backhand trying to set it up there for Pinello. He gets ridden off out of it, but managed to retain possession, realising Ujoa's coming with him. Checks up, comes back inside. Beautiful little play there. Drills that one up over the top. It goes looking for his number 1, Mohamed. Mohamed picks it up on the near side, and on the near side towards the goals it goes, and through the goal it is. A nice goal there by Mohamed Drai. Pressurised by Habtor. It got sent up over the top there. We can see on the replay here now, he's just enough in front of Habtor. Goes there on the near side, pushes it forward, then flicks it underneath the neck through the goals. So goal number 6 on the board for Mohamed Drai. So 2 teams lining up again on umpire right. They're all on board and off we go. Trying to come away, there's Akiza. Akiza reckoned he couldn't make a swing. Dug out there by Ujar. Is only to be picked up by Rowley. Rowley turns away there. As he does, gets double bang, sends the ball forward, first onto it. Couldn't quite get onto that one quickly enough, Cooney, but Akiza does and sends it back out towards Rowley. Can Rowley get to it? He takes the hook. It's now left this time for Habtor. Backhand a little bit weak, but it's going to be, dummy, slippery little play there by Pinello. Goes with the backhand, comes forward with it this time here now. Drills that one up over the top. Now this time he's looking for Akiza. Akiza avoids the hook, but he's over the top of that one there, and it's now left for Ulloa, can he get back onto it? No, it looks like he tries to, couldn't, gets half hooked, gets stolen. Beautiful, quick, under the neck shot there by Pinello, trying to come onto it as Mohammed, but as he does, a little optimistic on his definition of the line, especially in front of the oncoming Capella. A brave move. Some might almost think foolhardy, but there it is. The whistle has gone, the ball will be placed down here now, putting his life on the line for the team. For Alfredo Capella to bring the ball into play. Mohammed realises he's got to get back a little bit quicker and get into position. Play will continue, and there it is, up into Bin Dry half, trying to get onto it there, and does so. Ulloa beating, getting through and past Rowley. Off he goes himself, Ulloa, and it gets flicked away from him there, beautifully there by Bin Dry. First two to goes, looks checked, looks to come back inside, ball gets flicked up into the air, but it's Pinello to come away with it, gets the driving shot, couldn't get what he wanted because it was half hooked, and this time it's going to be Rowley Lapraset who pings this one up the front door, but it's only going to be as far as Ulloa. Looking to come onto it there on the near side, tries to make a spoiling play, does so, but turning round onto it once more is Ulloa with Pinello. Pinello just going to have to yield off it. We've got a few seconds left here of this chucky. Ulloa looks up to where the goal is. And you have Mohammed Bin Drai coming back, put the pressure on. He goes his near side, second who to goes. And that there will end chucker number 2 with the score being 4 goals. It is to Wolves. 6 goals to Bin Drai. So, ladies and gentlemen, we'll now go to our adverts and some messages from Polo Line.
Hello and welcome to Malaysia. Whether it's your first time here or on a returning flight, we at BP are committed to creating a pleasant experience for you through our new COVID-19 screening process here in KLIA. As soon as you arrive, please proceed towards the BP Health Screening Lounge.
While you proceed to walk past a thermal scanner which scans all arriving passengers. Test our COVID-19 swab test online from your home country. Please proceed to the self-registration kiosk to process your e-vouchers. If you have not yet purchased the swab test, do not worry, as our friendly BP registration staff will assist you with the process.
After registering, take a seat and relax at a world-class design lounge while you wait for your COVID-19 swab test.
Our dedicated team of healthcare professionals will be there to support you through the entire process. Our screening facility is also equipped with a state-of-the-art on-site COVID-19 lab to ensure a quick turnaround time and the release of the test result.
And that's it!
Here at BP, we hope that you have a pleasant experience with us throughout this process. Till we meet again next time, from everyone here at BP, take care and stay safe.
So welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, for our Polo Line viewers and all of those of you here at Ghantoot Racing and Polo Club for chucker number 3 of this 5-chucker 18-goal match. I'll be starting off with a penalty in favour of... We're just going to have a quick little replay of that last play. I thought there was a foul before it went out of play. Let's just see what the umpires decided, but they're putting the ball down as if it's a penalty 6. And it looks like the ball's being picked up one more time. We'll get to the bottom of this in a moment. But it looks rather like we're going to get a roll in. There must have been a disagreement or something said, or a reversal, or maybe it was just a second bell. Here we go. Second bell it was. Joe was flying in towards the goal. So the ball into play, looking for that one there at the front of the line out, got caught into the middle, coming away with it once again. It is Rowley Lapracette. Rowley checks up, comes back inside, gets away there from the hook of Cooney, gets up past his next man, the former Major, but he's up on the run here now on Realidad. Realidad with the nose plaster on, comes forward, takes the ball in the air at pace. Good old Realidad, been with the system quite a long time. Backhand comes in by Habtoor, but as he does, he should have gone near side. And he crosses the line in front of Mohammed, and we get a whistle. We can see on the replay here now, Rowley coming at pace, got deceived by the bounce and coming across onto that line in front of Mohammed bin Drai was Habtoor. So we'll have a penalty here now in favour of bin Drai to be taken by Penelo. On Ola. Goes with this one, drives it forward, and through the goal it is! How dare I even doubt him? Penelo through the goal for goal number 7. 7 goals it is to bin Drai, 4 goals to Wolves. Let's see how this is going to play out, because first chuckle was all bin Drai, second chuckle was all Wolves. Are we going to be even Stevens in this, or who's going to be able to put a bit more of a margin on it? The ball gets scooched off out of the line out. Trying to get onto it is Cooney. Cooney sends a backhand only as far as Mohammed. He yields off it, leaves it now for Rowley. Rowley taking it closer, allowing Mohammed to get forward, always over the top of it, but he's got Penelo in behind. He makes a bit of a haulix to that one too, but it looks like it's going to be Joa. Joa comes in, or Keys are looking for something, but not to be, and it is going to be Joa. Tries to come away with it, pushes a bit too far, but in comes the big Alfie and belts that one up the field here with a bit, gives it a good ride up to about the 60-yard line. Cooney and Rowley. Rowley on Realidad goes back with this with a backhand, back out towards the clubhouse. Backed in once again by Ujoa, not wasting any time, came off the pony, couldn't be picked up by Alfie, but it's going to be picked up by Mohammed, makes a turning play, tries to get that one up for Penelo, but he's unfortunately get a little bit short on it. Realise he has to keep this one short because he has Alfie in behind. He has Ujoa in front, coming up to take Alfie is Penelo, leaving it now for Urquiza. Bowley coming up forward here now, takes the bouncing ball, looking to straight himself up, he needs to get a wiggle on, gets hooked off out of it there by Alfredo in the backhand. Out towards the far side here now, but going back is going to be Penelo. Dummies the backhand, takes it away there from to the left from Ujoa. This Ujoa back onto the other side, flicks it back inside one more time. This time goes with a shot, drills that one up forward. Stopped there by Urquiza. Urquiza looking to help that one on its way and through the goals it is for Pauli Urquiza. 8 goals it is now to bin Drai. Still 4 goals to Wolves by Cafu. Quick change there for Alfredo. And I think he's out the back of the line, out it comes. None of them can get hold of that, but first onto it is going to be Tolly Joa. Avoids the hook, flicks it away. Now he has to contend with Rowley. Does so, gets up past Rowley on this one here, flicks it back nicely out of the way of the opposition for Alfredo. Alfredo Capella out into a bit of open space, goes with a big cut shot and drills that one up front door, tries to get that one up, but taken off out of it by Mohammed is Habtoor, but there's enough pressure on that one and through the goals it goes for goal number 5 for Habtoor. 5 goals is to have for Wolves by Cafu. Tried to get the backhand in there, did Mohammed, but there was enough on that there and enough momentum to carry it on through the goals for goal number 5 for Wolves by Cafu. So back to the middle of the field, players quickly scurrying off, changing ponies. Back into play it is, back of the line out, Alfie looking for it, so it's Penelo, flicks out, Pony gets better that one there, does Penelo going goal bound, gets a little wristy flick shot up there, she's got the confidence, got the Pony, gets away there, Rijou tries to get up onto a stick side for the hook, avoids the hook there, does Penelo, and then flicks it under the neck as he puts it away for goal number 9. 9 goals it is there to bin Drai. Breaking well out of that line out. Rijou going on the inside to try and control him that way, couldn't, so he ended up having to go around the long way to try and get the hook, but by that time, Penelo was away, and through the goals it is for goal number 9 for bin Drai. So looking for a little bit of order in the line out as the ball bowled in once again, nice and clean through the back of it. Dolly says thank you very much, so does Oh, an interesting little play there by Tommy. Takes it in the air, then plays the next shot. The backhand by Tolly ricochets off the pony in first round. Up onto this one here. Looks like it is going to be... Oh, where does that Pinello come from? He's all over the place. Is that Tony Pinello? Pinello on the loose here now once again. Out in front, but this time it's Alfie trying to catch him. He keeps his head down. Oh, and he's over the top of it. Unfamiliar ground for him. Tries to come back onto it and flick it back round, but he's in front of you, Joe, and we get a whistle on the play. Well, we can see on the replay here now as he comes down, he left that behind, didn't get a clean shot. He checks up, tries to come back in, but he's actually across the line, endangering himself and pony. And we got a whistle on the play. Of course, the boys are trying hard, so tempers will fray a little bit. Alfie. And back in with Alfredo Capella. Alfie, the keeper. Tolly comes in behind, but he goes off towards clubhouse side, off on himself. Does Alfredo Capella. There's a me in team, but not an I. He goes under the neck with that one there, but doesn't get the distance he wants. He gives it there to Rowley. Rowley sends the backhand. Just a nice short little weighted pass there for Okiza. Okiza checks, turns, goes up, drills that one up forward, trying to get this one, this time up for Pinello. Looking after it there. Pinello coming up onto the play. Pinello checks up, gets hooked off out of it there, does Joe, and it's going to be Pinello coming through. Pinello flicks it up underneath the pony and into double figures here now for Bin Drai. 10 goals it is to Bin Drai. As Tommy quickly takes his opportunity to change ponies. Back to the middle of the field it is. I think he's on potential. Out the line, there it is. Out the back, Rowley this time. Rowley goes to the driving shot, hooks that one straight out the front door there for Pinello. This is dangerous. They're spreading them long and hard and wide across this field, but he's over the top of that one there. Leaves it for Habtoor away there from Mohammed. Mohammed riding like a lancer down the field with his stick in the air, but it gets left here this time by Habtoor. Trying to get onto it is going to be Ujoa, but as he does, Bin Drai comes in under the swing. And we have a penalty in favour of Wolves from the halfway. Being dropped down by the umpire. And it'll be Alfredo Capella to bring it into play. Goes with the one-time play, just drills that one up. Looks to catch the nappy, looking to track that with Cooney. Doesn't quite make it. And it looks like it does make it, but it's going to be Rowley to get the better of it. Rowley checks up, turns back inside. In behind comes Mohammed Bin Drai. Mohammed Bin Drai up on the loose here now. Out towards in front of the commentary stand. Just flicks that one out towards the boards. Pony just tripping and stumbling a little bit on that one there. He tries to get a hold of it, gets hooked off out of it by Ujoa. Ujoa comes through the pack here now. Very clever little play, deft little move there, showing the big thing there. Takes it up on the bounce and over the players coming onto it is Rowley Laprasette. Rowley interception. Did he get too much on it? It looks like he just got a little bit too much wood on that one, and out over the back line it goes. So the ball's placed on the back line here now. And we'll have a corner in favour of Wolves by Cafu. Being teed up there by Alfredo Capella. Alfie. This is second penalty 6. Let's see what we can do with this one here now. Drills out along the ground. Akiza stops it, intercepted there once. There goes the first shooter. They're all coming onto it, thinking they've got a bit of a line, but not whilst they're all thinking about it. Pinello comes away with it. Pinello drops the hammer down on this one, trying to put out the front door there for Mohammed, but coming back at pace is Habtoor. He's over the top of that one, a little bit too much speed, couldn't quite control the play, but it's going to be Alfredo Capella. Down the boards he goes with that one there, managed to keep it into play, but well read by and anticipated by Rowley. Closing the back door once again, opens up the backhand, tries to get Torquiza, but it's going to be Ulloa to come onto it. Ulloa does so, looking for that there, and there goes the second hooter after the whistle. So that there will end Chukka number 3, ladies and gentlemen, and we'll go into our half-time with a few moments to spare. With the score being 5 goals, it is to Wolves by Cafu, 10 goals to Bin Drai. Let the guys go to the field.
When we got together the team, we called Tommy Panelo, and always when you have this type of players, you're aiming to be in the semi-finals you know, in the good places of the tournament. So, and then when we found out that the tournament was not handicapped, then we called Pali because we were playing with Koki Sanchez Dugan, and we were supposed to get a goal and a half, but since that didn't happen, we called Pali, which is, and the whole team combined very well today, and it was our third game, so we worked out well today. I like to play high goal here, in this level of fields in Ghantoot now, and the level of tournament that they organize in Al Khaptur. It's amazing to be here, and I like to be part of this. Hopefully we can come back. It was very good because the three of them played. In the first game Khalid played, and then Rashid played the second game, and today Mohammed played. So it's good that the three of them got involved and they came here. We have to play a very tough match against Wolves that we played the first game against, and it was really tough. So we'll see how it goes in the semi-finals.
Capella waiting for Kuhn to get up. No, he opts to go himself on this one here. There's the big man Capella. Capella going goalward bound. Capella looking to stick and ball this one all the way home, and he does. 2 goals into the lead it is now for Wolves by Cafu. Lukeen checks up, leaves it for Mather. Mather looking to finish this one off here, comes under the belly there, does Hassel, and it looks like it's going goalward bound, but it looks like it's gone a little bit wide and gets a shot off there, does Lukeen, and it's through the goals. Yabuni comes back, backhand, intercepted partially, picked up, couldn't quite find it, but it is Raouli Lapracette picking up the pieces, reverse neck shot in towards the goal, it's not in, and towards it, it's through the goals, it is Raouli Lapracette on fire out here this evening. So welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, here to Ghantoot Racing and Polo Club for our stats, for our viewers and for those here. The score being 5-10 in favour of Bin Drai. Field goals, 2 for Wolves, 7 for Bin Drai. Throw-ins, even Stevens actually. We've got 7 for Wolves and 8 for Bin Drai. Fouls committed, 6 and 7, so pretty even all the way through. No yellow cards for you so far. Our penalties, Wolves have 3 from 3, as do Bin Drai, 3 from 3. Difference there's been a couple of safeties in favour of Wolves by Cafu, which unfortunately have gone wide. And no safety's been awarded to Bin Drai. So, as per my list, which do tend to change quite a lot, we should have Mohammed coming out on Kata, or maybe he's on Betty. Raouli. Pauli, I think he's on Tromposo again. Tommy Penalo on Pimienta. As umpires just whistle Raouli and Mohammed up. Abtor was due to come out on Moreno, but that has all been changed around as well. As does tend to happen as matches progress. They set the plans which always end up being changed. Raouli coming out on Gabby. So the ball's teed up there on a 60-yard penalty for Bin Drai to start chugger number 4. Tommy Pinello coming around up onto this one here now. Tommy Drai shoots over the top. It is. Is it straight enough? Yes, it is. How dare I doubt him for double figures once more. Legs 11 on the board for Drai. You see on the replay here, that's how you take that penalty. Maybe slapped into it a little bit too much and didn't quite get the elevation he was looking for on it, looking to see where it was going. But here we are, back in the middle of the field in front of us on the commentary side. For umpire bound to bowl this ball into play, and the ball's back into play towards the back of the line out. Tommy misses it. The backhand comes in, looking to set it up here for Tommy, but first onto it is going to be Alfredo. Alfredo opens up that backhand, trying to get up for Habtoor, but it stops in front of Habtoor. He gets a little bit on it, but Mohammed picks it up here now. The backhand comes in, ricochets off the pony, but coming onto it is Jujua. Jujua with Drai with. No, it isn't, sorry, it's Tommy there with it, and it's Jujua. Orkiza in front, watching which way to go. One way, then goes the other way and slips in onto that one there. Just Tommy in front of Alfie. Alfie looking for something, but we get a whistle on the play. Let's see what we see on this replay here now. You see Jujua trying to get between the two players here. Ball flicks out to the side, and looking for something out of that one there was Alfredo Capella. And I think they've all had their warnings. And no more tittle-tattle, and we have a yellow card thrown out there at Alfredo Capella. They said enough is enough. And the ball being teed up here by Rowley Laprasette on Gabby. For yellow number 5 for Alfredo Capella. That exceeds our dear friend Fede von Potowski. So it is. Rowley comes up onto this one here. I hope you're watching, Fede. The ball gets driven up the front door here, straight towards the goal, towards the goal, towards the goal, and through the goal it is there for Rowley Laprasette. How casual is that? Watch this on the replay, ladies and gentlemen. He just comes through nice and easy, gives that ball a ride, beautiful swing, straight through the goals for Rowley Laprasette and Drai. On the board for the dozen, 12 goals it is for Drai. 5 goals to Wolves. So back in the line now it is, coming off with here now is Jujua. Set sail at the field, Tommy going back with him, but Jujua's got a couple of lengths on him here now, trying to get back onto it, but Rowley's coming back at pace, but it's a little too late, and through the goals it is for Jujua.
Number 3.
6 goals to Wolves. Lining up here now is Bound, puts the ball into play. Looking for it there is Tommy. Tommy checks up, comes inside, looks to try to get away there from Alfie. Comes in behind him, just flicks that up. Jujua comes in, spoils his play, but in comes Mohammed Drai. Mohammed Drai on his near side, flicks that one up forward. Who's first back onto this one? Looks like it's going to be Habtoor. Takes the man. In comes Jujua, but it's half hooked off out of it, retains possession, turning inside of Pinello. In comes Mohammed once more, but it looks like it's going to get taken away from him there by Rowley, unsighted momentarily, gets possession, sight of the ball once again, and Rowley Laprasette plays the backhand, takes a couple of players with him. In fact, he takes 3 players from Wolves with him, and it's now Tommy comes forward with it here, drives this up here for Jujua. Oh, and it comes off the pony. It's now controlled by Alfredo Capella. Alfie looking to make an attack here, coming around the corner here at pace, avoids the hook and drills that one up to the front door there for Habtoor. No, he can't come in onto this one. Alfie going with Orkiza with him on this near side. Well played there by Habtoor. Comes in, but he gets taken off out of it by Pinello. Pinello turns way inside, settles things down, leaves it now for Rowley. Laprasette. Rowley. In on the near side, here comes Alfredo, steals it away from here this time. Alfredo reached out a long way for that one then, trying to get through the traffic here now, and coming up onto it, it's now, we get a whistle on that play. You can probably see it a little bit more clearly on the replay that he just sort of got blocked. He had a man in front of him. Out on the line, you see Alfie gets away, comes forward with it. It looks like Pinello just got himself caught in a little bit of no man's land, so the ball's placed down for a penalty 2 on the spot in favour of Wolves. As players scramble to change ponies. And Joe puts it away for goal number 7 on the board there for Wolves by Cafu. 7-12 is the score. Here in chucker number 4. We just see the two teams coming back to the middle here. Run by Band, ball it in, into play it is, and Joe comes away with that one, meets that one nicely as bin Drai were just napping a little bit. Joe away here now, Joe checks up on the play. Rowley coming in onto him, in behind is Mohammed, but it is Joe in control of it here now, turns away from Rowley, gets protected there as he comes through, tries to come in between the players here now, looks to flick that one up past Mohammed. He does. Mohammed gets the hook, tries to pick it up on the near side, gets told to leave it as Rowley clears the way out the side here now. Trying to get onto it there is Mohammed bin Drai, gives that ball a ride, but it looks like he's just put that one out over the board, so we'll have a free hit in favour of Wolves by Cafu. Ball dropped down by right, picking it up quickly is Alfredo. Alfredo taps it up to Urquiza. Alfredo comes one way, comes the other way, comes across the back of him here. He's got Ulloa in behind. Ulloa picks it up here now, clears a bit of space. The ball's there, and you see Tommy's going, but the ball's all the way over there, but we get a whistle on that play. We can see on the replay here, Alfie comes forward with it. Ulloa taps it up forward. Tommy thought there was enough room to come forward and threw it onto the play. Umpires deeming differently, so we have a penalty in favour of Wolves. From the 30-yard line for a penalty 2. 5 goals are different so far, looking to close this to 4. As Alfredo Capella circles round up onto the play here now. Alfredo comes in and just gently puts that one away through, teasingly through that goal it goes for Alfredo Capella and Wolves by Cafu. Taking the score, 8 goals to Wolves by Cafu, 12 goals to bin Drai. Scurrying off for a few changes. And the backhand comes in by Ulloa, gets stopped in traffic. It's set for a little bit further this time by Raul Laprasette, looking to set up Pinello. He's free, he's loose again. This is very dangerous. Ulloa trying to come back to him, but Pinello just checking up onto it. Little short tap there, and through the goal it goes for bin Drai. The Maker's dozen, 13 goals it is to bin Drai. 8 goal to Wolves. You see, scurrying up onto this ball here now was Tommy Pinello, and put it away for the goal number 13. Just under a minute to go before the first 2 to goes here in chucker number 4. bin Drai with a good lead here so far, and not taking the foot off the gas. The ball comes in, the backhand this time comes in by Rowley, but he didn't find Pinello this time, trying to get onto his Habtor near side backhand, sends it back in the throws, possibly not quite with the angle he was looking for, but it's going to be Alfie to turn around and pick this one up first. Alfredo being protected there by Ulloa from Urquiza. Here's the call, doesn't get the drive he was looking for, and we get a whistle on the play. Umpire right, just explaining what he felt and saw. And we have another penalty here in favour of Wolves from the 60-yard line for a penalty 4. Certainly never giving up here are the Wolves by Cafu team. The ball being teed up by Alfredo. So players called. Alfredo Capella circling around up onto this one here now. Goes a shot, it's along the ground, Pony's a bit unkind, but it just gets deflected and off, out over the back line it goes. I think that was stick, then horse, and then out. So the ball's being placed here on the back line For Ray Lapset to bring back into play one more time. Rowley taps across in front of goal here now. Comes under neck with this one. Looking for one of his teammates, but looking to get back on his own play. Coming across the front of him there was Abtor. Did not realise that Ray Lapset on DFN was coming flying up that line. He realised he had nobody home and all his teammates were over to the right-hand side. So he had to put the hammer down, and the hammer did go down indeed. And this one will be moved up for a penalty 4 in favour of Drai. For Rally Laprasette to tee this one up with Tommy Pinello. So Pinello circling round up onto this one here now. Gives that, he didn't get it as clean as he might quite like to have done. He gets plucked out of it there by Ujoa, the first two to goes, and Ujoa just clears this away out in the space, but sweeping onto it well there is Ray Laprasette, and first onto it though is going to be Alfie. Sends the backhand, didn't get as much as you would like to have done so onto it, but Pinello straightens himself up onto that line. Gurney gets a nice little flick shot into the goal, just to the left-hand side. Clever play, he realised he had Alfie in front of him. The backhand comes, couldn't get onto it. Kudor Kiza, we can see on the replay here, but quick as a flash, avoids the hook and just puts it slightly under his neck, just inside the left-hand goalpost away there from Capella, making it goal number 14 for Drai. 14 goals it is to Drai, 8 goals to Wolves at the end of Chaka number 4. We'll now go to a few messages and adverts from Polo Line.
Agradecer bastante este evento, sea maravilloso.
So we're back into play here now, ladies and gentlemen. First onto it here is Ujoa. Ujoa gets the ball, flicks up forward now for Habtor. Habtor tries to pick it up on the near side, couldn't do it. Kiza comes in, plays the backhand. It is Alfie there, puts that one in behind. Habtor trying to get it out there forward, but unfortunately that one just deflects off out the side, and I believe there's no advantage coming, and we get a whistle on the play. You can see on the replay there, we could have been something there for Alfredo further back here. And maybe there's something a little bit further up the field as well. So the ball's placed down here now for what looks like a penalty 4 in favour of the Wolves. Trying to play a little bit of advantage there for the Wolves, but nothing to come from it. So we actually have a penalty 3, a 40-yard penalty in favour of Wolves by Cafu. Alfredo Capella. Second round up onto this one here now. Alfie gets hold of this one, clean over the top and straight through the uprights it is for Alfredo Capella and Wolves by Cafu. Taking the score now, 9 goals it is to Wolves by Cafu, but 14 goals up there for Drai. So ball back in play, not wasting any time. Comes off away with it here, does Cooney, looking to set that one up forward, but first back onto it is going to be Rowley. Rowley opens up the backhand there for Pinello. Looks after, or tries to look after Capella, but he gets the better of it, but the backhand comes in comes Okiza to try and steal that one away there from Ulloa. Does so, takes it into a bit of space, opens up the angle here now, and first onto it is going to be Ulloa. Ulloa, across the front of him there is Pinello, and we get another whistle on the play. Just got himself caught in a bit of no man's land. He saw Okiza took the play out into some open space and then played the backhand. And unfortunately, Tommy found himself in a bit of no man's land, drifting across the front there of Ulloa. So we have another penalty 3, but down the other end of the field this time, in favour of Wolves by Cafu. Alfredo Capella. Looking to get the Wolves into double figures here now. Still just under 6 minutes to play here in Chukka number 5. Capella straight over the top. Nobody's stopping that one. Is it straight enough? Yes, it is. The flag tells a story, and it's double figures for Wolves by Cafu. 10 goals for Wolves by Cafu. 14 goals for Drai. So a really high-scoring game out here this afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sure the second one will be as well. Between the UAE and Ghantoot, so the ball gets bowled into play. It gets stopped off the back of the line out. Looking for that one there is Alfredo, but it's going to be Ulloa try and pick it up. Doesn't do so. Alfredo looks to take the backhand out there for Cooney, but Ghantoot comes to pick that one up there in front of Rowley. Rowley gets onto that one first. Straight onto the play he goes. Doesn't look for any foul. He just goes straight in and makes the play, but comes out there for Tommy. He gets beaten off out of that play, but he checks up and lets Okiza goes in. The backhand comes in by Alfredo Capella, now sent up here there by Mohammed Drai. A great play there by Mohammed. Settled down on it and drilled that one up forward for Okiza. Okiza's on the loose. Pony just hopping and bouncing. Ball is doing likewise. Avoids the hook there from Alfredo Capella and puts goal number 15 on the board. A little bit quiet at Drai been, but it's goal number 15 on the board there. You just see the finishing play. Okiza tried to get under the neck, just caught up the pony's leg, but he managed to straighten this one up enough with the pressure of Alfredo Capella there in behind him. You see Mohammed Drai just picking that play up, settling down on it, turning it on Kheta, giving him a mammoth amount of confidence. Ball bowled into play. Ball comes out here this time. Habtor comes up to it, plays the backhand, trying to set it up here now for Cooney, but first round onto this rising with the ball is going to be Pinello. Pinello takes away there from Cooney, leaves it for Mohammed. Mohammed goes with the one-time play, but he looks like he's just drilled that one out over the boards. So the ball into play it is Alfredo Capella. Alfie tries this one up here now. A bit of cane, slapped it a little bit rather than hitting that one clean in for quickly round onto it. Or tried to do so was Rowley. He just took his eye off it. It's backhanded in there by Pinello this time. Picked up by Alfredo Capella. Alfie turns up, faces Rowley. Looks even reckless. He can get up past him. He does so far. It looks like he's trying to straighten it up. Couldn't do so. Left that ball behind. Okiza clearing it up here now for Drai out towards the side. And it's Okiza and Cooney going to come together onto this one here now. Just checking up hard was Okiza, leaving it for Rowley. Rowley turns in behind of Alfredo, one way, then the other way. He's tricky, he's slippery. Is this Rowley Laplacette? And down the boards he goes. Does Rowley Laplacette, opens the shoulder and drives that one up the front door here now, trying to get it up for Mohammed, but Habtor just looks after him, and it's going to be Ulloa to pick this up here now. Near side play there by Tommy, and we get a whistle on that play. butter wouldn't melt in his mouth, would it now, umpires? We get a few players quickly rushing off to go change ponies. Let's see. There really wasn't such a clean play on that one there by Tommy. Hoping the umpires weren't able to see what was exactly going on that one there, and it looks like we have the ball being stopped here, and we have a penalty. Drop down here, and players calls as players off the field for Alfredo, and it's Yushoa, and Yushoa comes up with this one here. Akiza's back on. Can he get up past his man on this one here? Goes up to it, just tickles that one, but Akiza just steals it away from him, backs it off out, but it's only as far. Oh, and Capella's over the top of that one there, allowing Rowley to get back in contention here now. And it is Alfredo Capella. Alfie taps it forward, just trying to yield off out of that one there, and it's going to be Habtoor comes on. He gets intercepted in his play there by Mohammed, and he's going on round like a roundabout round that thing, but Capella still picks it up and comes forward once again. He tries to get the shot off, but we get a whistle on the play finally. Which one would you want to choose out of that little lot? So you can see here, Rowley reaches out to try and steal it away. Capella's coming around the front of him, but before that, Mohammed had been coming around the front and all over the place, but it looks like the ball's been dropped down here now for a penalty in favour of Drai. Rowley's off changing, but play will be called. So Tommy's going to have to get a move on here now as soon as play is called. Unless there's a problem with the pony. Give him the right to change, and he has done so. So players called, and Rowley Laprasette to bring it in here now. With 2.5 minutes left to play here in chugger number 5. Rowley taps it forward. Looks like he's going to come under the net, but he drives this one out towards the clubhouse side. Looking up there for Akiza. First back is Alfredo. Drills that one back into the middle of the field. Nice centric shot, but it is going to be Rowley Laprasette to pick it up. Gets his pocket picked there by Habtoor. Oh, and he's over the top of that one there, but Rowley says thank you very much indeed and picks it up again, and off he goes to work here now, does Rowley Laprasette. Laprasette looks to set it up for Akiza. Akiza comes up onto this one here now, but it looks like Alfredo's going to cut him down. It doesn't look like Akiza's got the legs on him, so he takes this one down deep into the corner. Going to have to check out, trying to find and make a bit of space for himself here now is Urquiza, and the ball's flicked out over the back line. So players called, and it's going to be Yushoa. Yushoa brings it back into play here now. Yushoa opts and go by himself. Urquiza there behind, comes in between, in behind. Rowley Laprasette, and he's over the top of that one there, looking for something out of it, and we get a whistle on that play. Rowley Laprasette just caught in a little bit of a grey area there, and the umpire's saying that no, he was actually interfering with the play, but it was Yushoa who put the ball in that place, but the ball's been placed down here now for a penalty 3 in favour of Wolves by Cafu. Being teed up by Rowley Laprasette, looking to close the gap a little bit more. 10-15 is the score. Or 15-10, whichever way you want to look at it. As Rowley Laprasette circles, sorry, not Rowley Laprasette. Alfredo Capella circles round up onto this one here, and Rowley looks, tries to all Rowley can do rather is just watch that one go through the goals, and through the goals it is for goal number 11 on the board there for Wolves. 11 goals to Wolves it is, 15 for Drai by Alfredo Capella. Balls the ball back into play it is front of the line out, looking for that Habtoor over the top of it. The backhand comes in by Urquiza, but first round onto this one here is going to be Alfredo. Alfredo goes to the tail backhand, but it's going to be Urquiza, intercepts it, passes up there for Tommy, flicks it away there from Yushoa. Tommy's the big shot, brings it forward, but by that time you've got Cooney coming back and putting the pressure on him now, but it's going to be Tommy comes one way, then slips that one underneath the net, but not quite enough as he would have liked, which falls for Alfredo Capella. Capella over the shoulder and drives that one up the front door. Can Habtoor get to that, or is it going to be Rowley? Rowley comes in, takes a man near side play. Backhand there by Rowley Laprasette, met there by Alfredo on the gallop. Alfredo with momentum comes up past Tommy on it here now. Looks to pick it up, does so, puts it in towards the middle of the field, but it only goes as far as Raoul Lapasette comes round on the near side, couldn't get the hook in. Cleanly, Rowley retaining possession, turning defence back into attack once more. Bit of cane off that one there, but it's still a long way up the field for Urquiza out in front, but back comes Ujo to put the pressure on. And there goes the hooter, ladies and gentlemen, and that there will end Chukka number 5, with the final score being 15 goals to Drai, 11 goals to Wolves by Cafu. So a great game out there this afternoon, nice high-scoring game for our first semi-final. So Drai through to the finals of His Highness, the President of the UAE Polo Cup 2022. Who will they be playing against? That will be coming to you at 5:30, which will be between the great adversaries of UAE and Ghantoot Polo. So we can just see the progression of the game. At the end of Chukka number 1, the Wolves were 1, Drai were 4. At the end of Chukka number 2, 4-6 it was. Keeping a good margin there with Drai, but Wolves coming back into it. But in Chukka number 3, we had a plethora of goals from Drai. The score being 5 goals to 10. And at the end of Chukka number 4, 3 were scored by Wolves, and 4, though, were scored by Drai, taking it 8-4. And at the end of Chukka number 5, it ended up being 11 goals to Wolves and 15 goals to Drai. And now we'll just go for our Polo Line viewers, some of the best goals of the match so far today. So just saw a great goal scored there by Tommy. Came round on wheels, came round on their side. This was a lovely goal here by Mohammed. Just got himself away from Abtor on his near side, pushed it forward, then underneath the neck he came with that one nicely. Here we go, Alfredo Capella drives this one up the front door once again, but he's got enough momentum to beat the 2 players who are on a hard tussle, and through the goals it went for Alfredo Capella. Oh, we check up here now. Onto it, turns back inside, leaves it for Pinello, look at that little neck shot, just flicking that one away beautifully underneath the neck and through the goals. Nice penalty here by Rowley from the halfway line. I think this one was. Didn't think they were going to get it, did Alfredo? Wasn't sitting that deep, didn't expect him to go with the one-time play, but he hit that so sweetly and straight through from the halfway. This is a nice goal here by Tommy Pinello once again. Tommy scurrying away out there from that line out it was. Ujoa coming back at pace, but nothing could be done with it. And now we go to a quick little look here at the Drai camp. Just discussing the match, should be very jubilant indeed. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we'll just go for a few stats for the final. The final stats here now of Wolves by Cafu against Drai. Final score 11-15, of course. Field goals, 3 goals for Wolves, 10 for Drai. Throw-ins, Wolves did dominate it, 15-11. Fouls committed, 10 by Wolves, 14 by Drai. So they controlled the throw-in and less fouls. 1 yellow card, though, to Alfredo Capella for the Wolves by Cafu. Penalties, 8 from 9 penalties scored by Wolves. 5 from 6 for Drai. Safeties, unfortunately, Wolves unable to capitalise on these 2 opportunities that were given to them. And the penalties for Drai, the safety penalties, none for Drai. So, ladies and gentlemen, we can see the view of the Drai camp for our Polo Line viewers. We look forward to hearing from you on social media for our second match at 5:30. And from myself, Adam Snowden, and pololine.tv, and our sponsors up there in front of you. Thank you very much indeed. And we'll look forward to seeing you in 40 minutes' time.